Hey everyone, Kent Warner here. I realized in episode 1, 2, and 3 that no one ever saw my face and you didn't know who I was, but this is the person behind Amazing Road Finds. I've been doing this for over 40 years. I do recommend that you not do this unless you're extremely safe. You know, I wouldn't want some young kids doing this or someone who hadn't done this before, but just want to show you some things that I have found recently. And I'll get my camera person to turn the camera down and look at. Found a Stanley 3/8 inch drive socket. This was a quick release socket. Also found a 3/4 inch drive. It actually came with the socket. You're looking at a socket that's worth about $3 and a drive that's worth about $13. Stanley's not a real expensive tool, but again, it's a nice tool. Also found a Stanley 3/8 inch drive adapter to a 1/4 inch drive. It's what you could adapt if you wanted to use a 1/4 inch drive socket. Found that Stanley. That's worth about $3. Also found a no-name 10 millimeter 1/4 inch drive socket, and found a deep well socket. This is made by Mac, and it's a deep well socket, 6-point 7/16 socket with a 1/4 inch drive. So these are just some of the tools that I have found recently. Like I said, this is about $3 for this, $13 for that. These things, believe it or not, on eBay are about $13. No, it's $10 or $11. You can usually pick up these little 1/4 inch drive sockets for $1 if you go to a pawn shop or something like that. And then these adapters, that things here, 3/8 inch to 1/4 inch drive sockets, probably worth about $4. Also pick up a lot of lead when I'm out there. Glad to get this out of the environment. I like to use this to make fishing weights when I go to fishing in the Florida panhandle area. But this is one question I need to ask everyone. How does so much money, just this very day, I picked up all these coins. When I was picking up one of these tools, I just happened to look down and pick up all these coins, a quarter, a nickel, some pennies. And I always wonder myself, this is the first time I've ever talked about this, how does so much money fall out of people's cars? I just don't understand it. I can kind of understand how tools fall out of the back of work trucks. You know, they're in the bed of a truck and they roll out. But how does money fall out of cars? I mean, that's just something that amazed me. All this money that I find, I can find as much as $30 or $40 in 3 or 4 months just in change. I give all this change to my daughter. She gets really excited about this. She puts it in her piggy bank, collects it, and then she goes and cashes it in. That's how I know how much. After about 4 months of doing this, she puts it in a bank, and it'll be anywhere from $20 to $30. Just depends on what kind of coins I find. So, but if anybody can answer the question, how does money fall out of cars, I'd certainly like to know. But thanks. This is episode 4. Thanks for watching. I can't wait for episode 5.